I have enclosed the original and only existing copies of my personal notes and reflections on a matter which I have kept hidden from everyone, even my own family. I have also enclosed my copies of typed transcripts created by the stenographer who transcribed all of my interviews with the alien saucer pilot after each interview was finished. I do not have any copies of the tape recordings that were made of my interview reports. No one, until now, knows that I was able to secretly retain copies of the official interview transcripts. Now, I'm entrusting these documents to your discretion to impart to the world in any form or manner you see fit. My only request is that you do so in a way that will not threaten your own life or well-being if possible. If you were to incorporate these notes of my experiences into a work of fiction, such as a novel, the factual nature of the material could be easily dismissed or discredited by any agency for whom national security is used as a personal shield against scrutiny and justice. In so doing, you could disavow any knowledge of their true origin and claim that it is a fictitious work of your imagination. Whoever said that truth is stranger than fiction was right as rain. For most people, all of this will be unbelievable. Unfortunately, beliefs are not a reliable criteria for reality. Also, I am sure that if you were to show these notes to anyone that would prefer physical, economic, or spiritual slavery over freedom, the subject matter contained in them would seem quite objectionable. If you attempted to publish the documents as a matter of factual reporting, in a newspaper or on the evening TV news, they would be rejected out of hand as the work of a kook. The very nature of these documents make them unbelievable, and therefore discreditable. Conversely, the release of this information is potentially catastrophic for certain political, religious, and economic vested interests. Communication, telepathic. I could perceive images, emotions, and impressions, but it was difficult for me to express these verbally. Once I learned the English language, she was able to focus her thoughts more precisely using symbols and meanings of words I could understand. Learning the English language was done as a favor to me. Alien body type description. I refer to the alien as her. Actually, the being was not sexual in any way, either physiologically or psychologically. She did have a rather strong feminine presence and demeanor. However, in terms of physiology, the being was asexual and had no internal or external reproductive organs. Her body was more like the body of a doll or robot. There were no internal organs, as the body was not constructed of biological cells. It did have a kind of circuit system, or electrical nervous system, that ran throughout the body, but I could not understand how it worked. In stature and appearance, the body was quite short and petite, about 40 inches tall. The head was disproportionately large relative to arms, legs, and torso, which were thin. There were 3 fingers on each of 2 hands and feet, which were somewhat prehensile. The head had no operational nose or mouth or ears. The eyes were quite large. I was never able to determine the exact degree of visual acuity of which the eyes were capable, but I observed that her sense of sight must have been extremely acute. I think the lenses of the eyes, which were very dark and opaque, may also have been able to detect waves or particles beyond the visual spectrum of light. The domain. The domain is a race or civilization of which Iril, the alien I interviewed, is an officer, pilot, and engineer serving in the Domain Expeditionary Force. The symbol represents the origin and unlimited boundary of the known universe, united and integrated into a vast civilization. Under the control of the domain, Iril is currently stationed at a base in the asteroid belt which she refers to as a space station in the solar system of Earth. First and foremost, Iril is herself. Secondarily, she voluntarily serves as an officer, pilot, and engineer in the Domain Expeditionary Force. In that capacity she has duties and responsibilities, but she is at leave to come and go as she pleases.
Do you have any special environmental needs, such as air temperature, atmospheric chemical content, air pressure, or waste elimination?
No, I am not a biological being.
Does your body or spacecraft carry any germs or contamination that may be harmful to humans or other Earth life forms?
No germs in space.
Why did your spacecraft crash?
It was struck by an electrical discharge from the atmosphere, which caused us to lose control.
How do your people communicate with each other?
Through mind, thought.
Do you have a written language or symbols for communication?
Yes.
What planet are you from?
The home, birthplace world of the domain.
Will your government send representatives to meet with our leaders?
No.
What are your intentions concerning Earth?
Preserve, protect property of the domain.
What have you learned about Earth governments and military installations?
Poor, small. Destroy planet.
Why haven't your people made your existence known to the people of Earth?
Watch, observe. No contact.
Have your people visited Earth previously?
Periodic, repeating observations.
How long have you known about Earth?
Long before humans.
Can you describe your home world to us?
Place of civilization, culture, history. Large planet. Wealth, resources always. Order. Power. Knowledge, wisdom. 2 stars. 3 moons.
What is the state of development of your civilization?
Ancient. Trillions of years. Always. Above all others. Plan. Schedule. Progress. Win. High goals, ideas.
Do you believe in God?
We think. It is. Make it continue, always.